What's going on, guys? This is Northeast Horticulture. Just wanted to do a quick video as far as grow tents are concerned. This one here is a Mars Hydro 3x3, I believe by 78 inches tall, which is about roughly 6 feet, just over. So this video, I want to show you guys whether you bought a grow tent online, came with instructions, you bought one online, came with poorly written instructions, or one that you bought secondhand that didn't come with instructions at all. The first thing you want to do is actually build the frame. And so right here I have, there's 4 rails on the bottom. Obviously they're all the same length because you're doing a 3x3. You also have on the top, there's actually the exact same rails, and they should be labeled, so you should have a total of 8. They should all be labeled with the same letters. Down at the bottom, obviously same letters all the way around, so there's your total of 8. Down here in the corners, now with the Mars Hydros, you get metal corner posts, not the cheap plastic ones that break over time. They do have these retention springs to push in and out, kind of like tent poles for camping. And then you should have 4 of another letter, in this case this one's G, and then 4 of F. Now obviously the bottom ones are labeled E, so you have 4 bottom E, 4 top E, then you have your G and F sides, and then the corners are labeled D. What you want to do is actually build your frame first, and then completely open your grow tent as much as possible, lay it out on the floor. And these bottom viewing windows, this one actually has 3, one on each side. These are the bottom of the tent, the rectangular windows. So you lay that pan down on the floor, and you want to put your frame into it first. Give me a minute and I'll be right back, and I'll get the top up on for you so I can show you what that looks like. Alright, we're back. So just want to give you guys a heads up. This is not my first time putting this tent up. I am doing it without instructions, just kind of doing it off of memory. Now when you do this grow tent, or you, just like most grow tents actually, when you put this canvas on, it is obviously one piece. So what the goal is to actually get this corner on first, which is a sealed corner. It's the corner with the most tension on it. And what you're going to do is actually pull from this back corner, pull all the material up over the top, and then get this corner in before you try to pull the rest of the corners on. Now, I left this partially the way off, so that way we could do the rest of it on camera. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to pull this back corner into place and try to get it to rest right in the top corner up there on top of the rail. So we have that corner is set. This is the tension corner here where the doorway is, and then this corner should be your last. As you drop that right on, that corner is on, and we're pretty much good to go as far as that is concerned. This obviously is the front door, Mars Hydro. This door does open up pretty much all the way around the bottom. You don't really need to have that open. Me personally, with this, I keep the bottom zipped all the way to that corner there, and on the outside there's actually a tie strap where you could tie the door back open using this one here. A lot of other companies will actually use a snap clip where it makes it easier to hold it open. So what I'll do is I'm going to pause the video again, and then I'll finish zipping up the bottom, and then I'll show you how these top rails go in. And those are your light supports and hanger supports for whatever you plan on hanging inside your tent, whether it be filters, fans, lights, whatever you want to put in there. Alright, we're back again. So now at this point, I tied the door back, so you can see that. It's tied up there, so it's kind of out of the way. Mars Hydro tents do come with a viewing window. It's actually Velcro on the outer side, so you could pull this whole door panel right off if you wanted to, or you can just undo it, let it hang, without actually disturbing your environment inside the tent. So that's a good option to have and look for in any of the grow tents that you want. Like I said, this grow tent does come with 3 lower vent windows. These are also removable as well. Same style, just Velcro. Pull those right back. Pretty simple. And those you'd actually use if you're using an extraction fan to pull air out of the tent to create a negative negative internal environment, which is good for plants that actually, when you're using an exhaust fan, it'll actually pull air in from these windows here. Usually I open this one, and it'll actually suck fresh air into the tent and then out the ports if you're using an extraction fan. Now, the Mars Hydro tent actually comes with 4, 6, and 8-inch ducts. This one down here is a 4-inch double sleeve. You also have another 4-inch double sleeve up here. This one here is 6. There's another 6 down here. Another 6 right there. And one more 6 right there. Now these two up here, I believe they're 10-inch. There's 2 here. Now these double sleeve is definitely what you want to look for in a grow tent if you're looking to purchase one. They're double cinch, so what you do is you put your ducting or your fans or whatever you want to put in there, and you cinch this inner one closed and then cinch the outer one closed. This will allow for a nice tight seal, so you're not letting any air or light escape the tent or get into the tent. If you have photoperiod plants, you do not want light getting inside while being in their dark cycle. So, alright, so we'll show you how to put up these top rails. Now, with the Mars Hydro, there's 3 rails. There's one with a deep hook, and then 2 with shallow hooks. What you want to do is you want to put the shallow hook ones up first. So, what I do, and most people will tell you, is hook on the corner on this side, then on an angle, you want to actually go up over the top and latch it in, push it back. We'll do the same thing with this one here. This is another shallow. So you go up into the corner on an angle, bring it down onto the rail, and snap that one in place. So now these are your main support rails for the roof. These are what you're going to hang all your lights from. And then with the deep hook, you're going to do the same thing, but you're going to go front to back. So you hook that up in the back, bring it on an angle, and then drop it down in the front, like that. Now, with the Mars Hydro, because it's a 3x3, you can really do it whichever way you want. You can do your shallows side to side, you can go front to rear, however you want to do it with these ones. With the bigger grow tents that are 4x8, obviously you can only do it one way. 4x4s, you also have this same option of being able to go front to back or side to side, whichever you choose. Alright, so I'll stop the video here. I'm going to do a quick overview of the outside of the tent and show you guys these side windows. I'll be back with you in a minute. Alright, so one accessory that I forgot to tell you about, actually 2 accessories I forgot to tell you about, is one is the drip tray. Every tent should come with a drip tray. If it doesn't come with a drip tray, don't buy it. Basically this just sits inside the grow tent. What you do is you pull up the edges and you tie off these straps right to the corner rails. And this is basically a second barrier in case you have a spill, whether you're doing hydroponics or soil or what have you. It catches it in this drip tray instead of being in the bottom of the tent. So if you need to clean it up, you take everything out of the tent, lift up your tray, take it out, hose it off, bring it back in, tie it back up. Now, the other thing that Mars Hydro tents come with is an accessory tool pouch on the outside. I don't personally use this. I usually just throw it up on top of the tent, keep it out of the way. So as far as the window, I know it's dark on this side of the tent. Let me see if I can put some light on it. So, Mars Hydro tent, there's your little viewing window, 6-inch port, 6-inch port. These are actually on both sides of the tent, left and right, which I'm sure you've seen when I showed inside the door. So these are viewing windows. All of the Mars Hydro tents come with them. These are great, so if you have plants in the back corner here that you can't get to from the front door, you can come right in the side and access your plants that way, whatever you need to do. On the back side of the tent, kind of hard to see, I'll just spin it around. There's your electrical duct or port. You also have the 4-inch down there, which is the same as that one. The other viewing window. And this is the door here with the other 6-inch port I showed you, the other window, and the other little vent down at the bottom. Alright guys, so this is the 3x3. You can buy them directly on Mars Hydro website. No, I'm not sponsored by them. This is just my own little video. And I just want to let you guys know that this is an apartment grow. You know, you can do it pretty much anywhere. A lot of people do it in garages, do it in basements. Unfortunately, we're on one level living, so we're actually doing it in our apartment. And lucky for me, I have a nice little 3.5 foot area over here that I'm going to tuck this tent in. So hopefully you guys like this video, subscribe, and follow. And we will be putting some plants in here. We're actually going to be doing, I believe we're going to do some peppers, tomatoes, and some cracky lettuce. So once we get the tent set up, that'll be our next video. I'll take pictures along the way, and hopefully you guys like the video, and I'll see you again. Thanks for watching.